So, hey, welcome back. Coach Unfiltered. My name is Coach Art. I'm here with Mr. Danny today. Are you losing your mind in this World Cup madness? Right? Wow. Teams are supposed to be going home, Danny.
Yep.
What's happening here?
We've had a lot of spoilers so far going into this. I mean, just last night, Turkey, Paraguay. Turkey was supposed to be the favorites to win. Now they are officially knocked out of the tournament.
I think we had discussed that before. At the very beginning, we'd said Turkey has one of the strongest squads.
Yeah.
And we thought for sure they were going to move through.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not been the case.
Yeah.
Last night versus Paraguay.
Mm-hmm.
Paraguay, who did not show up at all against the United States.
Yeah.
Completely shut down Turkey. Paraguay goes through 1-0.
No one expected that. It was Paraguay scored in 2 minutes, and then they just went full defensive.
Wow. How are y'all's brackets doing? Because this is getting interesting, right? You're trying to keep your brackets and say what teams are there, and that didn't happen.
Mine's gone.
Yours is gone.
Mine's gone.
I was favoring Spain. And, of course, Argentina. But that's another story. We'll talk about that later.
Spain's let me down. Turkey's letting me down now. Who's next?
So, interesting stuff. Start off right off the bat. Let's do a quick recap. Czechia versus South Africa. The Bafana decide it's not time to go home yet. What is this about?
They've done some training. Compared to the first match versus the Czechia match, much better. Much better.
One of the interesting things that I will point out about Bafana and some of the other teams that are still in, they decided not to just block. They decided to play.
Yeah.
And I guess at some point you got to figure there's no point in me just sitting here defending. Let's go out there.
Which we saw with the amount of attacks that they had on Czechia.
Even Czechia was going, you guys are not supposed to be doing this.
Could they score half of them? Maybe not from experience, but they were still there.
They were there.
If they learned how to score, could have won
So the first match in the World Cup tends to be very touchy-feely, and most matches tend to be very touchy-feely for the first half. But seeing them now open up, it opens up the level of the game.
Yeah.
I think it's better for the game to see this. It's fantastic. Switzerland versus Bosnia-Herzegovina. Switzerland, predictably, throws Bosnia under the bus.
4-1.
4-1. So, not even a thing.
Would we say like 2-0, 3-0?
I thought it was going to be at least 3-0. They go 4-1.
All right.
Not bad.
Still won by 3.
So, the biggest match, okay, the one I really want to talk about, it posed a lot of questions, and it always happens in a World Cup.
Yeah.
You get some of these matches. Canada versus Qatar.
Yep.
6-0 win for Canada. Qatar showed up with their spirits high. They scored a historic World Cup goal. So we thought they're going to be spoilers. And
I mean, we had a interesting injury that occurred sometime around, what was it, halftime?
Oh my gosh, just 10 minutes after.
Yeah, 10 minutes after.
Yeah, good point. So Canada brought it to this game. They came to score. The Qataris seem to be reckless, a bit reckless. And as far as, from a soccer referee standpoint, they were pushing the boundary of what they were doing. So by the 29th minute, Canada was up 2-0. 30th minute, I think, they
won it by 3.
By 3. One of the interesting calls was a dogzo offense. Now, that means one of the Qatari players was running behind. Canada had the ball. He's running forward, and he's in the goal, or he's about to get in the goal.
Yeah.
The player comes from behind, shoves him just enough. Canada player goes down.
Yeah, it's a careless foul.
The coach says, okay. The referee comes over and gives a yellow. He says, okay, we got a yellow card. No big deal. VAR comes back and goes, whoa.
Yep.
Whoa. That's actually a dogso, which means denying an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. And when that happens, you got to take into consideration, where the player is. Does he have control? Is there a possibility for goal?
Yeah.
And are there any other defenders in that area? Which is one of the interesting things. Most people call it the last man foul. As a referee, I hear it all the time out on the field. Referee, it was the last man. Last man. That's a red. That's a red. And I'm like, no, not how it works. There's a double jeopardy clause in that foul, in case you're not aware. If you take a player down from behind like that inside the box, and it's a dog, so he was able to score and you stopped it, that's only a yellow.
Okay.
Because you're already penalizing him with a penalty kick.
Yeah.
You can't double whammy him. Unless it's a brutal offense, then yes.
Okay.
But if it's a dog, so it goes yellow in the box once he's in the penalty area, and you award a penalty. If it's outside the penalty area, which is what the VAR was saying, then that was a red.
So it changes whether he's outside or inside the box.
Right. And if he gets outside the box and he was given a red, he doesn't get a penalty kick because he's not in the penalty area. Right. So that's one of those things. Little note for the rest of the world about why these calls are being made.
Yeah.
I understand a lot of people are learning a lot about what we do as referees, and I love that. There is so much attention on them.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But then it was, I think, 53rd minute. This one. So 53rd minute, one of the defenders for Qatar comes right behind number 8 for Canada, which is Kone, number 8 for Canada, is literally just clearing the ball. One of the Qatari players comes up behind and just whacks the back of his leg. It's not a big deal. It doesn't look violent.
Yeah, it didn't seem like anything when you first saw it.
Right? It's something I've taken over the years. You've probably been hit that way. So we're going, okay, you got hit.
Yeah.
So the referee correctly comes over and says, oh, that's a little too much. That's a yellow card.
It's only once he actually gets to him.
When he got to the player, all right, so Kone's on the ground and his leg is hanging at a bit of an angle.
Yeah.
Because he ripped through his shins. The kick may have not have been enough, but as has been pointed out, his weight might have been just right, studs in the ground, everything, all the conditions met.
Yep.
All it took was this kid coming in and one quick whack.
Yeah.
And you heard it. I heard it. It was not something, you want to see. But these things happen in our sport. Unfortunately, this is what happens.
It's unpredictable.
It's unpredictable. Correctly, the player who was the Qatari player is like freaking out. He gets a red card. He's traumatized. The other player gets carried up in a stretcher, and he waves at the crowd. It's like, hey, all right, everybody, has a good thing with him.
Yeah.
So after the match, the managers are having words. Everybody was heated. I think the biggest thing to take away from that was, do you think the referee had control of that match or proper management?
I feel like he could have managed it a little better because there was no need for the Qatar players to get that heated and out of control.
And if that's the case, then what? So you're losing 6-0? Let me just lose my mind.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it looked like. I mean, these are supposedly supposed to be the best 11 or best 26 players, because you have the bench players as well, of that country. So they're representing their country nationally, and this is how they want to do it?
I'm with you there.
That's my thought on it.
I'm going to have to go there. At some point, and, as a referee, I will tell you this. At some point, players have to make the conscious decision to play the game. Yeah. You have to play the game. You cannot just act this way and decide it's all over. Let's just do what we want to do.
Yeah.
So as far as the coach, there is no excuse. If some people are saying, I have no proof, that the statement they made to each other was something like the Qatari coach thinking, well, you shouldn't have run up the score like that. But if you're a team in a World Cup, goals matter.
And especially with some of these new rules, goals matter even more.
Even more. There's going to be a FIFA investigation, that much I do know, into the behavior of the players overall. Possible sanctions, fines, be on the lookout for those. Yeah. And that's for coaches and players. This is going to get interesting. Mexico, South Korea. We knew it was a chess match.
Yeah.
We knew it was coming. South Korea wasn't just going to allow this to happen. But the way it happened, I feel for the keeper from South Korea.
Yep.
He had the ball in his fingernails.
Ran into his own player.
Dropped the ball, and the Mexican player cruelly and horribly scored on him. Obviously, that's what you do.
Yeah.
It was a mistake. Even the coach at the end said it was going to come down to a mistake. Korea made the mistake. The keeper was upset. It happens.
Yeah, I mean, that's how the sport goes. Again, it's unpredictable.
It's unpredictable. Now we're watching the World Cup. Now the matches are in. Everyone's playing.
Yeah.
So you're going to see a whole lot of stuff like this. One goal made the match, one mistake. And this is what happens. Oh, my gosh. USA versus Australia. We thought Australia might come in and put up more of a fight.
Yeah.
But it seems even without Christian Pulisic, the United States pushed forward.
Yeah.
What did you see there?
Australia looks sloppy if you're really looking at it, because after U.S. scored that first goal, Australia tried to slow down because the first goal, it was a cross into the box by Balogun, and it was an own goal. I was like, okay. Now they turn it up because they were playing super defensive. I expected heavy offense. No, they just slowed it down, played even more defensive, actually. I didn't understand it.
So I thought they were going to take it to the U.S. And for a minute there, it looked like it did. But yes, they were trying to slow the pace down and try to control the match. And they just didn't seem to have an answer.
Yeah.
It was a hot day. I'll give you that. Both teams were really, really sweating. And, I mean, Tim Ream.
He was red as a beet.
Red as a beet. He was bad. Which, for the first time that I've seen, we had a referee down in a match.
Yep.
What'd you think about that?
I mean, it was pretty interesting. I mean, I guess he did have to keep up because the match was just going back and forth constantly. I guess that does, at the end of the day, it takes a toll on the ref. No matter how much you eat or how hydrated you are at that point, you're still sprinting back and forth up and down the field for 96 minutes.
So the ref went down in the match. It was past the 90th minute.
Yeah.
And he either cramped up or had some issue with his calf.
Looked like a cramp.
Looked like a cramp. They gave him the magical pickle juice. Hope that would take the cramp away. It's not instant, I'll tell you that. But as a referee and not as a FIFA high level, so I'm not speaking from there. I have worked youth tournaments where I pushed up upwards of 15 games in one weekend. You cannot mess up your hydration, your calories. It's brutal. And you're trying to give every single game your best performance. Now, these guys at that level, they're only doing one match. Okay. And then they get to go home and all that good stuff. They get the premier treatment. I get a pizza. So I'm sure these guys didn't get pizza. They got something better. But if I go to a tournament, I'm on top of the world if the tournament director says, hey, here's a whole large pizza for you. Nom, 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 nom. That, to me, is how I'm actually going to fuel that day.
Yeah.
Right? Carbohydrates, guys. Carbohydrates and water or electrolytes. But I have not seen it before, referee going down like that.
Yeah.
I hope he's going to be okay. I hope he's going to put out the work. But again, referee to referee, you have to have that preparation in place. I'm not at your level, but
I think he'll be okay. I mean, it was at the 94th, so it'll be all right.
He handled it. He stayed on the field.
He still finished it.
So that was interesting, though. It was interesting to see. Scotland, Morocco. All right, so Morocco come in as the favorites. I love Morocco. I have not seen them turn up the volume. I'm expecting 4-0.
Because they keep scoring the first goal, and it's beautiful. Brazil chipped the keeper. This one was a beautiful goal scored by the same striker in the Brazil game.
Right.
This young guy.
Right.
I can't remember his name right now, but he keeps scoring goal after goal. But after that first one, disappears.
So you think that might be the tactic for them? They're going to just make it?
I feel like that would tire out the team more, though, wouldn't it?
If you're heavily defending like that?
Yeah.
You avoid a lot of the sprints, but those counterattacks.
They can do it now, but what happens when they get to like the semifinals or quarters?
So now that actually turned on the Scottish team.
Oh yeah.
They lit up at the end. They were they were throwing players at the goal.
Yeah.
It really raised their spirits. You know. Interesting point here. The Scots are here. Tartan Army in full swing. Their spirit is so high, they've even adopted a mascot. What is going on with that?
Donnie the Duck.
Donnie the Duck. Dawn, as in morning for the ladies. Donnie, as in, hey, Donnie, for the guys. But now Donnie the Duck is the new mascot for Scotland, the unofficial. And they are like revving up the party.
Mexico had a duck.
Mexico had a duck.
I think what happened there is Scotland got a little jealous, so they got their own, and they gave it a shiny medal too.
They gave it a shiny medal. Just have that. So, hey, World Cup spirit, crazy things happen.
Yep.
With the USA Australia, and I heard a cool statement. Being that Australia has beaten us or tied us before, they asked Zlatan Ibrahimovic on Fox News and said, hey, what are your thoughts? I mean, shouldn't they have put up a better fight?
Yeah.
And Zlatan said something like, all those matches that you had before the World Cup do not matter. You are at the World Cup. This is the only thing that matters. You agree with that?
Yeah.
I mean, they're here. This is all that there is right before them.
I mean, it's been proven by Turkey now, and same with Australia against U.S.
Yes.
It changes.
Only deal with what's in front of you as far as the World Cup.
Yeah.
And that's just how it goes. Brazil, Haiti, expected. Brazil comes through. All right, it's Cunha and Vinny.
3-0 win.
3-0 win.
Could have been a fourth, but it was disallowed.
It was disallowed.
Yeah.
All right, so nice little recap for all the matches that we've seen coming up, or that we've seen in the past 2 days.
Yeah.
Craziness.
Had a lot of matches.
A lot of matches. We got some good ones coming up today. What do you got today? What are we looking at today?
Let's see. Well, today,
Netherlands.
Ooh.
And Sweden.
2 powerhouses right now, which I didn't expect that from Sweden because Sweden hasn't been to the World Cup in it's been a little bit.
I was actually a little more hopeful about Sweden because I'd seen them leading up, and I thought to myself, this is a strong team. Technically, tactically, very similar styles. They're both powerhouse teams. You're right. So expect a good one.
Yeah.
Who are you going for on that one?
I'm going to go with Sweden purely because the Netherlands has kind of looked sloppy.
Oh, no. So our dear Dutch friends, you know who you are. Yeah, I'm going to go with Sweden. Sorry.
I don't have anything against the Dutch. It's just, if you look at the recent games, I'm not seeing it right now. They seem slower.
Oh, my gosh.
And we saw how Sweden just battered Tunisia.
Wow. Harsh words. But no, honestly, I haven't seen that light for Netherlands. So, yeah, I'm going Sweden 2-1, 3-1.
I'll say a 3-1. I'm going to push it.
I'll go 3-2 to be nice. So we'll see how that pans out.
I'd want, ideally, I'd want a 3-2, make it a good match.
Oh, it's going to be a match.
Maybe put the third goal in
I'm
like the 90th
hoping it's a
minute.
match.
Yeah.
And, you know, the Orange Army is going to be marching through town today here in Houston, right?
Oh, are they?
Yes, because I believe they're playing here.
Oh, boy.
They're playing here in Houston. So the Orange Army will be in town. No, they're not behind us.
Yeah,
so
checking.
They don't know. We'll leave town before this match happens after these strong statements. All right, so then we've got Ecuador, Curacao coming up.
Say Ecuador.
Ecuador,
yeah.
I don't think Curacao is going to bring anything
If
there.
Curacao does, it'll be a huge spoiler again.
Another huge spoiler. Again, World Cup.
But
now I'm done predicting.
Ecuador
I
seems
don't
fine,
think.
though, so I think they'll be all right.
Germany, Ivory Coast.
Should be Germany, but
Should
Ivory
be.
Coast did take down France.
So 5-2, 4-2,
Yeah.
3-2, something like
I'll
that.
say a 4-2.
Okay. We'll give them a 4-2 for Germany. Tunisia, Japan. Don't forget, the Japanese held and even out-jumped the Dutch.
Japan 3-0.
Japan 3-0. Ooh, bold predictions. So this is going to be fun, guys, to watch these matches. I hope you're watching as many as you can. I know it's difficult to get any chores done.
Yeah.
You're trying, go outside, come back. Oh, next match is on. You
Yeah.
just lost another hour and a half, and so on. Yes. But that's just the way it is in the World Cup.
Yeah, they're spaced very strategically, so you can't stop watching.
You can't stop watching. You cannot. You must watch every match.
Yep.
So the struggle is real. The struggle is real. All right, so moving forward, some of the things I've watched in this World Cup, the referees.
Okay.
So we've discussed how the referees and the VAR system are
Yeah.
affecting. What have you seen more recently? Now, into the further stage
Yeah.
here, as far as the calls, how the VAR is affecting things.
I mean, I do think that the VAR is definitely helping the game in a positive way.
Right.
Because we saw it in the USA-Australia game. Like, I was watching it, and that second goal they scored, at a first glance on the replay, it looks like, oh, hey, Freeman's offside there, so that's legit. But then they called it onside. And it took me a moment, and I look at it, and they show the VAR. And you look at the guy in the back, the Australian player's entire leg is sticking back. He's keeping him on by about a whole foot.
Yes.
And you can't tell that from the replay without VAR.
So, as if I'm the assistant referee looking down the line,
Yeah.
it happened so fast. That leg was up, not even on the ground. His leg was up, curled back.
Yeah.
Right. And that leg extending backwards kept the guy on side.
Because it fooled even the AR. The AR didn't even see that.
No.
And he's the one that made the call. He's like, oh, that's offsides.
Right.
And then they overruled it.
They overruled it. And that was critical because that was a big deal.
Yeah.
It was crazy, though. When I saw it, first reaction, what? This is ridiculous.
Yep.
And then they go, VAR's coming. And I'm thinking, oh, yeah, you better explain this. And then they show it to you. You're like, yeah, whatever. I don't care. It's like, we're being humbled by the technology. I like it because it really sharpens the calls. You yourself have said the drama that us as referees bring to the game is some of the...
I do think that VAR as a whole is a good thing. I just didn't agree with replacing the refs overall. I feel like we keep both.
Keep both. I don't know. We're still bringing a lot of drama, and then we're being corrected. As human beings, you're looking like, well, you're relying more on the machines. My thought is take away the ref, put the machine in, and let people just deal with that.
But again, would you still watch that match? Would you watch 90 minutes of a match with a robot?
I think I would. No robot, just cameras. And making the call. You get a red card. The red light blinks. Says, number 10, red card. Leave the field. 10, 9, 8. And it just counts you down, and boom. That's my take. That's where I think it's going to go. Because of the issues we're having as humans dealing with AI. I do agree that it's helpful. And my hope is that they keep the referee, the human aspect, because I do agree that it brings a really, really good dynamic to the game.
Yeah.
You do need that. And there has to be a human voice there to reason with these guys. Because good Lord. So I did notice that a couple of referees, now you're seeing the referee styles. Do you see more referees allowing fouls to go? Like
I feel like with some of these ref crews, yes, and then others are super strict. It's not consistent.
And that right there, I've heard, again, I'm one of those referees that can be very loosey-goosey, but I can bring it down tight. People have said, why don't you just call it this one way? Game management. You decide which one goes which way. You're still applying the laws of the game as best you can, but you got to take everything into account from match temperature, tempo, right? The hostility of the teams. Everything comes into play. It's interesting, guys. From a referee standpoint, brave new world coming up. I do have one problem. The ball. In or out. I am doing backflips over this one. This is killing me. Okay. Hear me out.
All right.
In the world we work in, from the youth soccer up to the semi-pro level.
Yeah.
The ball is in or out, either all the way out or it's still in.
Okay.
If this is the ball and this is the line, the ball has to be clearly all the way out. The edge of the ball over the line means the ball is in.
Okay.
In the World Cup, if the ball is just past the line, they're waving that. Like just on the line.
Yeah.
They're waving that as a ball out.
I think they do that, and this is probably not right, but it's an idea to get rid of any of that unnecessary drama, maybe. Because think about if every ball was just barely over the line, but it's technically still on. Think about how much drama and controversy that would create for no reason at all. The game would have to be stopped every 2 seconds because the players would be arguing. Whereas if you just call it there, no one's arguing.
Very true. Okay, I'll give you that. I guess I just like causing drama. That just must be what it is. I enjoy it so much. I'll tell you some stories later. And okay, so I'll go with that. I'm still going to argue it. It's killing me, but okay. Save the drama. All-American, all-female referee crew in the World Cup. Czechia, South Africa. Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
I thought they did fine. They managed the game well. They controlled it. I mean, the players tried to retaliate, but even then, refs still kept it under control. Overall, I thought they did fine.
Now, you and I have had experiences working with a lot of our female referees. For the most part, at least at the youth level through the semi-pro ranks and the higher leagues, people tend to be more abusive.
Oh, yeah.
To the ladies. Ladies and teenagers. But ladies,
yeah,
they tend to be uglier. And not just the coaches or the players. Well, I'm sorry, not just the coaches and the parents, the players.
Yeah.
You've seen this on the field, right? Playing for club.
Oh, yeah.
So 15-year-old boys and a female referee, what happens there?
I mean, from what I can remember, it ended with insults flying left and right for no reason, red cards being handed out. I think our keeper shouted something at the ref. He got a red card. It was just for no reason.
I was watching that match as a parent and feeling embarrassed, going, what's going on here? I remember you were pulling players, hey, shut up, walk away, stop talking. And they were just mouthy. I've seen it as a mentor and referee coach where I bring in young ladies to work. You've worked with some of those. Most of them, even at the younger levels, U10, U11, U12, I have volunteer coaches coming up to me complaining, hey, she needs to do better, while they're screaming at this 16-year-old girl working with your 10-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
So my shot back at these parents is always as professional as possible. But the main one I give you is, if that was your daughter, would you want you yelling at her the way you're doing? That tends to end the conversation.
Yeah.
You know me, and I advocate for my teenagers and my girls, and I'm always fighting for them. I've had parents ejected. I've had them sanctioned under the new abuse policy. And I had one coach lose out for 12 matches. You know who you are. It doesn't matter, that they're ladies or teenagers. That kind of abuse prevents them from moving forward. Okay, I've had 2 quit. One of them continues the path at 30-some years old. She's still my favorite. And she fights.
Yeah.
And you've seen parents off the field try to instigate.
Yeah, I honestly don't understand it. It feels unnecessary and kind of childish, in my opinion.
Kind of childish. You heard it from the child. You heard it from the child. It's childish. And I have had that happen. We had one tournament, that young lady had made some calls they didn't agree with. Parents walked right past her and gave her the shoulder bump. And I wasn't looking, but I turned around and go, what just happened?
Yep.
So now, seeing that at the youth levels, right? This is my experience. Watching them go to the professional levels, I am watching them, hoping, what are they bringing that's different that I can teach at the lower levels?
Yeah.
The confidence, the fitness, their demeanor, game management skills are there. I hate to say it because it's been told to me by a few of the ladies, the expectations are just bigger because you're a lady ref.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
No, not really, but it's just how it's been.
And then as a male referee, I've had my share of abuse.
Yeah.
You've had your share of abuse. Do you want to be a center referee someday?
No.
What do you mean no?
No.
Why?
Too much abuse. And especially like the younger you are, the worse it is.
Younger you are, the worse it is. And that's from a young man. Imagine what it's like for a young lady. And you've seen it. We've both seen it. So this was bravo. Bravo to these young ladies being out there doing this and achieving that, because I know for a fact it's not easy. I think that's a milestone, and that's a great accomplishment for them to be there. I think it's fantastic. Lady referees or female referees out there, if you're looking for inspiration as to what can be accomplished, that's them. That was fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So I will be taking a lot of notes on that and working with my female referees and hoping that they get a better leg up on this game so that we can see more of them.
Yeah.
I think they do a great job. I mean, it's fantastic. So interesting stuff we're seeing there in this World Cup. I don't know what else we're going to see now. It's getting crazier and crazier and crazier. So be prepared for all this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So you ready for the matches today? You got all your predictions?
I've got my predictions.
Okay, good. And it's your brackets are ready and you're ready to go?
Sort of, yeah. I think Turkey kind of ruined it, but it's okay. The rest are still spot on so far.
Wow. All right. So to our 3 female referees, Tony Penso, Brooke Mayo, and I think it's actually Tori Penso, Brooke Mayo, Catherine Nesbitt. Kudos to you guys. Congratulations. Great job. That's pretty much all we've got today, sir.
Yeah.
I think it was a lot of fun recapping everything and doing this. Thank you for joining us for our 8th episode here, Coach Unfiltered.
Yeah.
As you see, we're moving into the technical aspects more and more.
Yep.
So I'll bring in a couple of guests to discuss some of the youth soccer, youth referee aspects of what we see. How do you get to the World Cup? Right? Where do you start?
I mean, there really is no one path. We've seen it. There's multiple paths. Look at how Davies got there.
Right.
You could look at Alphonso Davies. He traveled through. He went through the MLS system. He went through all that, and he's one of the few that actually made it to the very top.
Right. So it's interesting how to get there. Did we have a question of the day today? I think we did.
I think so.
Let me go with this first. On our Instagram poll, I asked this question again because of the refereeing. Did Leo Messi's foul against South Africa, obviously against Algeria, deserve to be a red card? You folks are harsh. 100% everyone says yes, that should have been a red card. By the standards, right? By the rule, was it considered serious foul play? Are there levels? This is where people don't like it. The interpretation of the game, right? By the referee. By the way, and let me clarify this in case you don't know. They're called the laws of the game, not the rules, because the laws of the game are open to interpretation. That's why they're called the laws of the game. Food for thought.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know that. So we interpret the laws, kind of like a lawyer does. That's our job. We're the attorneys for the game. Sometimes we're defending. Sometimes we're prosecutors. If you can afford the best of us, you get a good result. Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah.
I don't know about this
You don't know about
interpretation.
that one? So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, a lot of people want the red card. As a referee, that wouldn't have been under the note of serious foul play. The conditions are there. Yes.
Yeah.
I would have called it reckless. And I would have gone with a yellow. And a word, Mr. Leo Messi, signed my jersey after the match. But I need you to calm down and, easy, Leo, easy. Just come on.
He didn't mean to do it. It was
you should offer to sign his jersey and give him free tickets to something.
Yeah.
Right? Right? Stuff like that. You manage the game. So, no, not from here. No red card for Leo Messi. Not because he's Leo Messi, but because it doesn't meet the conditions.
Yeah.
All of them. Okay, by the book. That's my call.
Now, if he had just gone straight studs up into his heel, well, that's a different story.
And flew at him.
But he's literally like, he's falling down and he steps on it.
Yeah. So if you're a player, you will try to draw a foul.
Oh, yeah.
You'll find a way. So there's these little things to see. Oh, I remember the question of the day. Can we call it soccer now? Do you know? And this is for whoever doesn't. Why it's called soccer? Anyone? No. I've been throwing this story out for 15 plus years. All right. Soccer.
Okay.
It started out with Association of Rugby
All right.
and the Association of Football.
Okay.
If you were an Association Rugby player, association rugby player. People would say, you're a rugger because you play
Rugger?
You're
Okay.
association
I can-
rugby player.
yeah, I can understand that.
You're a rugger.
Okay.
And if you were an association footballer, you're an A soccer.
How does that?
Association footballer, A soccer. You're an A soccer or a rugger.
Okay.
Eventually they went, hey, you play that A soccer stuff.
Yeah.
You don't play rugby like us ruggers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're the soccer people.
And then we just stuck with that.
And soccer. It's really football.
Yeah.
It is football because we play with our feet, right? So
That soccer doesn't really make sense. I mean, I guess you use socks, you know? You wear socks. All right, it can be interpreted as that.
no. Association footballer, an A soccer and a rugger. And
Yeah.
eventually they eliminated the A and now we have soccer. There's
Yeah.
your quick quip of the
Interesting.
day for you. Hope you enjoy that fast fact. If you have any other reason you can think of, join us on our Instagram page, VFI Athletics. Let us know your thoughts on that.
Yeah.
But I stick by it. That's the Bible. That's true. So thank you for joining us today, Coach Unfiltered. I think it's going to be a fun weekend of matches.
Oh, yeah.
So
It's going to be a ton of fun.
yeah, it's going to be a ton of fun. So for Mr. Danny H, I'm Coach Art here from Coach Unfiltered. Thank you for joining us for episode 8. We'll see you out there. You ready? Let's go. So, I don't know, man, but yeah, it's not for the socks. What? Why would you say it's about the socks?
Well, that's like if let's think about it realistically. If someone